Alright, guys, we are back for another episode of Ragnamod 7. Today, let me figure out what episode we're on. I think we're on episode 6. I think is the correct. But I've changed some things since last episode. We still haven't got the drawer set up because I kind of want to wait a minute, at least for these. I'll do this one in a minute. I know I've been saying that for like forever. But nonetheless, what I did do is I got the press set up. I'm not sure if I told y'all this last episode. Let me go check real quick. Okay, I'm back up to speed now. I already showed y'all that. Y'all already know what's happening over here. I already showed y'all that. Y'all already know what's happening over there. The only thing is, I took everything out from under here. All the Prismarine shards, that is. And I upgraded my backpack, and I put them all in my backpack. And I started crafting the Dark Prismarine. And how we did that, I just took some logs, put them in the old smelter. I don't know why we have poison. Anyways, I put them in the old smelter. So, along with some other recipes, I've added a bunch of recipes in a chest here, so that way we can just throw whatever and smelt that up. But we also upgraded our power setup. So now we are up to the Spirited Magmator, which generates like 8,000 FE a tick, so we're pretty solid on that. And I went ahead and added a mixer, because I learned that you can use a mixer for brass instead of just the alloy smelter. There's something that is giving us poison that is sitting right there. And I don't know what it is. Wait, let me see. What kind of... We're eating that. I see. We should be eating this. But it's like automatically feeding us that. That's what's happening. Yeah, since I upgraded my backpack, I got tool swapper, stack, crafting, and the freaking feeder upgrade. Sorry. But we have automatic mixer for alloying some things, and we have a crusher thingy, just a baby crusher, millstone. And in here I've just been throwing logs, or not logs, sorry, the charcoal we get from burning the logs. And now I have a ton of black dye and a little bit of gray dye. So I've been just using that black dye, throwing it in here, opening up this thing, and then boom, boom, boom. And now we are basically good on Dark Prismarine. We have something like 5 stacks. That's a pretty significant portion of Dark Prismarine. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but I don't think it will be. I think we'll need a little bit more, but not a whole lot more. We're doing pretty good on the whole Dark Prismarine aspects of things, but we do need the mace, or not, what is it? It's not masonry, what is it? I'm totally blanking on the mod right now. So if I want a calcite, it's not architect pallets, it's chipped, I believe. Chipped? Yes, we're gonna need probably the carpenter's workbench, which is gonna require let's see, we're gonna need the carpenter's workbench and a mason's workbench. And what is the philosopher's workbench used for? It looks like gemstones. Yeah, that looks like for like precious materials. And then tinker's workbench. I bet that's for yeah, so we're also gonna need this one. Okay, so these are the 3 that we're gonna need. I'm gonna go ahead and craft these up real quick, and then I will be back. Alright guys, we're back. I didn't give you all the rundown for today's episode. Mega Factory, steel, oil, get oil, train. So that's kind of the layout for today. I wanna build that train thing and get the oil set up, but in order to do that we need a lot of train casings. Actually, we don't need that many train casings, but we do need a track set up. And there should be oil just right over there. But I do really want to get like this mega factory up and running, because I think it will be absolutely sick. Once it is ready to go, it is going to be so freaking cool. I'm ready for the sucker to be built. I'm so ready. So that way we can start getting like a bunch of super sweet, awesome, cool things, you know? And then yeah, I'm I'm excited. But I think that's gonna be the process for today's episode. So I'm just gonna continue gathering some more resources, and then I'm gonna probably build it. I would time lapse it, but I don't have the freaking replay mod, so it's a little bit unfortunate. But we're gonna go build that massive sucker over there somewhere, and then sorry for running around if y'all are getting dizzy from that. That's my apologies. But I guess we'll do that, and I don't know. Then we'll probably come back, and I'll get started from there, and it should be pretty good. We should be pretty good to go. All right, guys. So this is the location that we're gonna build the mega factory at. We got everything we need. Actually, I think it's in our backpack, or no, it is not in our backpack. So I gotta go back to the base, and then I'll start bringing over the stuff that we need to build this. And we don't have all of it yet, but the rest of it is still processing. And we'll grab some more, but I have enough to get at least a good start. And yeah, I finished those tinker tables that we needed. So we're going to go back, grab the materials that I forgot, and then get started. Alright guys, so it has been just over a week since I last recorded, believe it or not. I don't know, I had to do some things, but we finally got this sucker built. I had to go back and get some more resources and all that. It was quite the adventure. But this sucker is finally built. We got ourselves the pillars, the roof, everything's going very well. I'm actually really happy with this build. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really that great of a builder in general, and I need to work on my building, but I feel like this build works out really well. And I'm not 100% sure how to remove that because I died there. But I'm not exactly sure how to remove it. So it's going to be there for a minute. But yeah, I need to work on my building. I'm actually working on setting it because my plan is to have like a bunch of different districts because this is not going to be near enough, like near the size that we're going to need for like the end of this pack because like the end of this pack is absolutely absurd. But yeah, this is not nearly the size. I need to go. I want to have a bunch of different like districts, and I've been messing around with a bunch of different locations in the creative world that has the same seed. So this is still going to be the same district area, like the central district. Okay, sorry about that cut there. My brother was being a brother. Anyways, so I want to have a bunch of different districts set up everywhere. Like I want to have an oil area, like an oil field, for processing immersive petroleum stuff and all that. And I want to have a lumber district, farming district. I want to have an industrial district, and all that set up so that way we can have like all sorts of different materials and items automated and food and everything. I want everything to be like uber automated. So that is my plan. I want everything to be connected by trains. So it'll look sick. So there's a nice mesa biome with a huge arch over that way. And so we're gonna go over there. I'm gonna go through the nether. That way we can also get like stop in the nether and get like lava. But it's like a 4,000 block like travel in the overworld, but it's only like 500 in the nether. So we're gonna go through the nether, and honestly, we might just go through the nether for all of them because they're quite far away. There's another one about 1,000 blocks over that way, that way, that way, and yeah, it's some pretty neat locations. But yeah, I'll give you a quick tour of this because I clearly have not done that yet. So, anyways, we're gonna come in here. I set up a mega torch and all that. Um, this is gonna be a little balcony to the water. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, or a little stairway down to the water. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with that yet, but nonetheless, this is where our train is gonna go. Is right here. Gonna be a nice little train track, little detour area. I don't know where our train like hub is gonna be, but anyways, Landon was really bugging me to get this thing set up. This is a Pneumaticraft setup for making some plastic. So I have like the Ender transmitter that's giving us some create power, and these rotational compressors that are compressing air. And yeah, so we're getting that. It's getting put in here, transfer the power and everything. And we're getting 9 bar. I have a safety tube right here, and it goes off at 4.9 bar, so everything doesn't blow up. But after that, we got some pressure tubes that go into a vortex tube, which helps with temperature. I'll show y'all what that does in a few seconds. And back here we have a refinery, so we have a refinery controller, and then 4 tall refinery output. And I just put the oil that we gathered a long time ago from in the twilight on here and just sucked everything out. Although I did not, I need to disconnect that. But yeah, I sucked everything out, put it all in here. It all got processed. We had 2 millibucks of crude oil left, but it all processed down into diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG. And what we really need is LPG. But all those can be processed down, like kerosene can be processed into gasoline, gasoline to LPG. We already did the gasoline into LPG because I did not have enough oil to make enough LPG for the amount of plastic that we needed. So what I did was I just pulled it right out of the front for the LPG, and that would be the LPG. And this is the gasoline, I believe. No, what is this? No, this is the, what is this? This is the LPG, because the LPG is at the top. Okay, this is the gasoline, and it's coming right out of there. And the gasoline gets turned into LPG, and the LPG with coal gets turned into molten plastic. So it's like 100 millibuckets of this with a thing of coal turns into 1,000 millibuckets of molten plastic. So you get quite a bit, but you are going to need a decent amount of LPG. Something like, you're going to need like a little over 25 buckets of oil. So like just a full tank of these, and you should have enough. You will have more than enough. But yeah, and then from here we got this. Oh, we dropped a piece. Hold on, let me fix this. All right, problem solved. And oh, this thing is pretty cool. This finery controller needs to be at a certain temperature to operate, and me and my brother were trying to figure out if this thing melts. It does not appear to melt, so that's pretty good because this, yeah, it could get bad. I wonder if you insulate this, will it like hold temperature better? I bet it doesn't, because now we can't open the chest. But but anyways, whoa, what was that? Oh, that was my sword. I was so confused for a second. But anyways, it outputs heat on this side and cold on this side using the air power. So that's basically what we're powering right here. That and the thermopneumatic processing plants are the only thing that need air pressure, and they don't require a whole lot. But anyways, we got that going, and we have already put in this tank, which was basically full, and we were able to get 49 plastic. But that's also from the quest reward, which I already claimed earlier. Which one? It was the Pneumaticraft. Yeah, so this one. Because Landon was really impediment that I get these, or I don't think that's the right word, but nonetheless, we're going to go with that as the right word. He wanted me to get those arms. You know what I'm talking about? Those controller arms. Where are they? These things. Assembly controllers. He wants me to get those. So we're going to work on getting those. So I'm going to process the rest of this plastic up. And as you can see, you literally just throw the plastic tank in there, and it's supposed to cool down. Maybe if we break this to let it air out like a little bit, it's going to drop in temperature, and it's going to start running again. Yes, okay. Okay, so this got too hot for this thing to run. So we had to make this thing drop in temperature a little bit, so that way this thing will run. So this thing has to be under 2 degrees Celsius for it to run at all. So we're just going to dump those 2 tanks in there, and in a little while, when we come back, we should have plenty of really plastic. And the way that Landon wants me to get these, we can get these fully finished PCBs literally from a or unassembled PCB. What can we? We can get something, a finished PCB. You can get some sort of PCB from a villager, and I think that's what we're gonna do because that is way easier than going through the etching process. And then we can finally have we can get just like a few from the villager, and then use those to build the actual things. Because I do not want to go through the etching process because that is rough. So we're gonna do this. And anyways, this is the second floor. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with all this yet. This might be eventually like the actual storage facility, like the central drop off point for the train. But I'm not 100% sure yet because I don't have it all like mapped out in my head. It's going to be interesting how this thing all pans out. I'm just not 100% sure. And the builds are going to look rough because I have a cool idea. I'll see if I can try editing it in here. I kind of suck at editing too, if y'all haven't already picked up on that. But I kind of edit a picture because I had ChatGPT make me like some ideas, and that's kind of where this whole idea, like that central area, was based entirely off ChatGPT, and this was too. I just kind of deviated this idea from that, and yeah, I think that's the plan we're gonna go with. I'm really excited for the rest of this pack. It ought to be super cool. Sorry, I keep wandering around aimlessly whenever I'm recording because I find it like my brain works better when I do that. But I've been rambling on for quite some time now. I need to figure out what our next plan is. I literally just told y'all what our plan is after this. It goes crazy fast after it's cooled down. So it goes crazy fast after it's cooled down. So it manages to cool down significantly. And we have more plastic in there, don't we, that we can use? So we can literally, boom, right? Yeah, we're getting way more plastic. Something blew up, it looked like. Did nothing blow up? It looks as though something blew up. I guess nothing blew up. That's good. Things blowing up is not good. So it's good that nothing blew up. Okay, see how fast that goes whenever it's like super cold? Like it just like pumps those suckers out. And then we got 15 more plastic, and we have 2 perfect stacks of plastic. Is absolutely absurd. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started on crafting like the stuff for the Amadron tablet, and then we might get the PCB blueprint, but we won't need to etch it or anything because etching is not fun. Let me figure out where because this is the etching tank. No. I need to figure out where this thingamajigger is. The trade for this thing is biodiesel. Oh, this is also another method. Instead of doing an entire oil field setup, we might just turn that into. Well, we might have an oil field and biodiesel set up over there because biodiesel's infinite, oil is not. So we might just do a little bit of both. Oil looks cooler in my personal opinion, but yeah. So that's the whole plan we're gonna do. And yeah, so I'm gonna get started on looking for how we get the PCBs through the villagers, and then I'll come back when that's done. Okay, we are back at the base, and I have discovered which villager it is. Ignore the screaming in the background. That's my siblings yelling at each other for funsies. So we're gonna make the charging station from Pneumaticraft charging station, and then we're gonna need a villager. Let's do at easy villagers. So we're gonna need a trader, and we're gonna get this trader, and we're gonna get some emeralds, which we have a absolute crap ton of because we stole them from Landon. But it's okay. And then we have this villager, which will be our buddy. And we're gonna. Where do we want to put this? Let's make a trading hall. These were all the tables we needed to make like the fancy textured stuff. But where do we want to put this? Let's put him right here. Horrible place. But bam, bam, and now we have an inventory. So we're gonna go this. We can put this in there, and then yeah, we want a ton of those. How many did we get? We didn't get very many. What are these? Turbine blades, transistors. Let's get transistors. So we're gonna level the living heck out of this guy, and then we're gonna come back here. Pneumatic cylinders. I think we do actually need those. So we're gonna get that, and then boom, and then dang, he doesn't have the finished PCBs, so we can get. I think we can just grab another villager, honestly, and then take this guy out. Yeah, throw that guy in. Yes, this guy has better. Okay, so he's leveled up, and then I'm not exactly sure what a logistics core does, but we have a ton of them now. So what do these do? We we don't need these like at all. That's for like a logistics system with this mod. But now we have drones, guard drone. Yeah, let's get a ton of guard drones. I need more emeralds. We need more emeralds. We need a ton of guard drones because like they're the best drones, obviously. So guard drones. Boom. Do they stack? I don't think that. Oh, dang. Let's see if we can get some turbine blades. Okay, he upgraded. Dude, again? No finished PCBs. I don't know. Is there another level beyond expert? Let me go see if there's another level beyond expert, and we're gonna just snatch the rest of our emeralds. And if we run out, we're gonna go snatch more from Landon. Because we can create a villager an emerald farm later. So we're going to take this guy out. I'll go searching and see if I can find a guy who has one, and then I'll come back when that's done. Okay, I successfully used all of our emeralds, but I discovered what the problem was, is that there is actually another level, and I just wasn't doing anything with it. Used in a security to reduce the chances of hacking it. That's interesting. But anyways, we got the finished PCB. It's just like crazy expensive. And I'm going to throw these guys back in here. So we're going to go to Landon's base, and we're going to snatch more emeralds. And after we do that, I'm going to come back, and we're going to get ourselves a finished PCB. Alright, guys. So we have the emeralds that we need. So we're going to come in here, and we are going to scroll all the way down. Boom. We have the PCB. Let's get a few of these. What do you say? Let's do 6, because he can't do any more right now. Oh, he can, but we're going to do 6. I don't know how many we need. But yeah, so we're now going to get, because we bought those, so we have capacitor, and so we don't even have to craft these in the pressure chamber anymore, which is pretty good. And we don't even need these anymore because we already have them. What are these even used for? Network I/O port. Yeah, no, we're just gonna need a ton of these later on. See, this is what I mean. We need a lot of stuff for automation. Like a lot of automation later on down the line. So that will come. That will come. But now we have a finished PCB. So I really don't want to do like the rest of this whole quest line to get the etching acid bucket. So we're just gonna pretend we did it and like pretend we got the quest line and maybe later on. But right now we're gonna go to @Pneumaticraft and we're gonna do the this stuff. So we need a assembly platform. We need a import. Oh, we need pneumatic cylinders. Oh boy. Can't we just buy them off of one of our guys? Which guy had it? Did we not? Mechanic. So which guy had it? Let's see. Oh my god, drone. This is so much stuff. I don't even know. Let's just take both of them. Let's put this guy in. Let's see if he has the... Yes! Let's just get a ton of them. So, we have a lot of those now. And then, I should have bookmarked those. At Pneumaticraft. Assembly. So, we need the assembly import. We need a hopper. And we need a... Can't we, like, control click this? Yes! If you ever want to automate things, that's how it's done. So you just control click it. Oh, I guess that's set to exact. I need to fix that. So we're just going to do that real quick. Boom, hopper. Boom, import. And then export. Let's just make another chest. Make another hopper. Make a export. Y'all don't... I hope y'all don't, like, mind all this crafting. This is a lot of crafting. And I bet it's not that fun. So we're going to need a laser. So we're going to need 2 more of those things. We're going to come over here and we're going to make... So we now have enough. And then we're going to come back over here. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. We need glass. Do we need specifically... We specifically need red stained glass. We have red dye. We have red dye, which is good. So clear, boom, boom, boom. Which is kind of funny. We need to autocraft the dye or the freaking, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, we need glass. Okay. And I just realized what I put in JEI was not good. So I apologize for that. Did not intend it. Okay, so that's done, and now we need an assembly controller. So we need 2 more of these guys. 2 more of the finished PCBs. Is this guy good to go now? And he's cheaper. Looky there. So we have that. Boom. Control. Bam. 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 And we are done. We have the whole setup ready to go. Like everything. We just need to get this guy placed and set up. I imagine we can put him down in our little Pneumaticraft place in here and just, I don't know, we need to place another. Let me grab some pipes and let me set this all up and I'll show y'all. I'll come back and demonstrate, give a spiel on how this is all set up. And yeah. Alright guys, so I got the thing set up. Let's go up there and show it because I actually forgot one thing that I need to do before we can do this is I need to charge this. Let's go ahead and throw this in the charging station. Manage tablet upgrades. We don't have any tablet upgrades. It is very slowly charging. Jeez Louise. Okay. But yes, so what you need to do for this is all you need to give power is actually assembly controller. So all you got to do is give that pressure. And then you put the platform in the middle, and then you just make a plus. I have my imports and exports here, and my drill and laser there. And next we're going to need to get the actual card, the drill and laser card. So we're going to get that from the Amadron tablet, and this thing is sick. So, and in order to do this, I think we're good. We can just go ahead and use this. We need to come outside. So we're going to come outside, and we are going to take our chest, throw it down, shift right click, and then we're going to go bam, and I want the drill and laser. So I'm going to want this one. So let's see. No problems. Slot integration, information. Tabs are used to order items similar to the location must be specified by right-clicking inventory and or taking the tablet. How do I... Problems. Out of items to sell. Okay, is trading. Yes. A disclaimer. So, boom, 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 boom. Did I do that right? There should be little drones spawning in. Order the items in the basket. Order the items. What? does this mean? Orders in basket. So I need. How do I put this in my basket? What? Oh, there we go. Oh, you just have to right click on it. Oh, okay. So then you place order. Oh, shoot, there he is. Oh, he just took my little emeralds. And there he goes. Oh, he vanished. Does he come back? Oh, there he is. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, look, he has it. He's carrying it. Oh, he dropped it off. Yo, that's so sick. That is so cool. Okay, we're going to come upstairs. Come back into our little thingy-majigger. And then right click the control unit. Go into that. Boom. No problems. Everything is set up. So we have our assembly unit, and we'll see what that unlocks for us. So if we go into add, new, and then not the naughty one, and then we go here, and then so we can get a pity machine frame. So this is gonna make getting classic so much easier because we can get into like industrial foregoing. Even though I for some reason have a mental block against using industrial foregoing for whatever reason. What else can we get? Really, I think it's just the beginnings. This is just Gates Industrial Foregoing. So, yeah. So this is literally just Gates Industrial Foregoing. So we're gonna use that to get into Industrial Foregoing, and then we will basically be set and ready to go. I want to get into the pneumatic armor. So let's see, R more like the Iron Man armor. You know what I'm talking about? This should not be. We can actually go ahead and craft this, but we'll get into that probably next time. I don't know how long this video is, but I'm gonna guess that it's probably long enough for today. If it's not, I'll just cut this part out. Maybe, who knows? And then we'll be back in a little while.